We all have the freedom of choice to be exactly how we want to be, to see ourselves as we want to be, to have a life that we love. So, why is it then that it is sometimes so hard? And what is it that we can do about it? And that is what I'm going to be talking to you about today. For those of you that are new, I'm Natalie. Welcome. This is As the Pennies Drop, and this channel is all about creating a life you love, deserve, and desire. I am a conscious manifestation coach and a neurotransformation therapy practitioner, and I guide my clients to release the traumas, these negative beliefs that they've been holding on to, those blocks, for them to get the life that they love, deserve, and desire, and to guide them to get in those manifestations. So if you would like to find out more about my coaching programs or to get involved with having a one-to-one coaching session with me, then you can just click on the link below or email me at natalie@asthepenniesdrop.com. So back to the video. So why is it then that it is, or seems to be, for some people, maybe not others, so hard to use this freedom of choice to be who we want to be, see ourselves as we deserve to be, and to have a life that we love? The simple reason is that we have been working with a program and following that program for the majority of our lives. And when we are wanting to change that story about who we are, how we're showing up, or things that we're wanting to manifest in our life, it seems unnatural, it seems forced, and it seems extremely impossible that we could ever be that person that is a particular way, or have that particular thing, or become who it is we actually want to be, to finally have that life that we love. So just think about this for a second, and you're obviously intrigued because you're watching this video. Where we put our focus, our energy flows. If you can accept that where your focus goes, energy flows, therefore that, whatever that is that you have been focused on, then becomes your truth, which then creates the life around you, whatever that is. That becomes your truth, and it creates the life around you. So if you can accept that the way you think about yourself, the way you think about things, become your dominant, therefore could become your dominant focus, therefore that's where the energy goes, therefore that's what then creates, then all we are wanting to do is to adjust that focus, to put that into what it is that we do want, how we do want to see ourselves, what is it we do want to create in our life. And therefore, the energy that builds where your focus has been going will then become your new dominant truth, which will then create the life and the person that you want to be, that you've always wanted to have. So because this natural, because it's something that we've done our entire lives, but unwanted focus has become your dominant truth that has created the life and the version of you that you see before you, what we're wanting to do is to rewire and retrain the mind to simply focus on what it is that we are wanting to create. Like I said, for that to then become your new dominant truth, your new dominant story, and your new reality. So if it is that simple, why is it so hard? And the reason is your current dominant state is something that feels very, very natural to you. When we start putting in the work to become this new identity, to create this new state, this new version of ourselves or new version of our lives, it feels or can feel unnatural, impossible, and completely out of reach. So we're literally going from this state or having this identity, and we want to go to this state or having this identity. What happens is this state, the old state, or the current state, should I say, because this new state feels so unnatural, it's very easy for the old state to start to keep pulling you back. So when you're doing the work to become this new version of you, or to manifest what it is that you are wanting to manifest, this old state or the current state is going to pull you back. And it does that with evidence of your past, with negative thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. And it wants to keep you safe. But what it's actually doing is just holding you back from being and having or wanting whatever it is in that new state, creating that new identity for yourself. You're literally manifesting a new version of you. But the old or current version of you is going to keep pulling you back. It's like you're doing a tug of war. So for every inner piece of work that you're doing to create you as this new version of you, or to be in this new identity, this one is going to go, I didn't think so, and want to pull you back. This is called the transitioning phase. And this is fundamentally one of the main reasons why people give up on manifesting what it is they're wanting, and they give up on doing their self-concept work, because it is like a tug of war to start with. So how do we stop this? Well, one, we now have awareness. We now know that to become this, whatever this identity is, you're wanting, whether it's for self-concept, whether it is for money, love, whatever it is, for you to become this new identity, we now know that the old identity or your current identity is going to want to pull you back. So we've got awareness. So we know that this is going to happen. Now, there are varying levels of how much it will happen from one person to the next. For one person, it might be extremely easy to get to that new state, that new identity, to get their manifestations. For somebody else, it might be a lot more difficult. There might be a lot more negativity, a lot more trauma, a lot more limiting beliefs that they're being pulled back with. So we have the awareness. We know that this is going to happen or may happen. You're going to have that tug of war. Again, like I said, it depends on the level or the severity of the traumas, your limiting beliefs, and the blocks that you are currently holding on to, and things that have happened to you in your past, as to how much your old state is going to want to keep pulling you back. So your job is to, one, be aware, which you are now aware. Two, to know that if you really want to become this new identity, to have that manifestation, to create a life that you love, it's going to take diligence and practice, determination to keep moving forwards. Every time you put something lovely in your mind, or you think that lovely thought, and that old thought or that old negative belief or that old limiting belief or the old stories of your past are showing up for you to tell you that it's impossible, you know that is a chance that that's going to happen. Therefore, you have that awareness to just stop it, shut it down, say, no, this is who I'm going to be, and this is what I'm working on. And the more diligent you can be, the more you practice, because what we're retraining the mind. We're retraining, rewiring the mind to become this new identity, this new version, to have the life that you love, deserve, and desire, to create this incredible life, to see you as the version you've always wanted to see yourself as, to have those things that you've desired. So you want to be telling yourself, this is not what I want anymore. I knew this was going to happen, but I'm going to keep focused on what it is that I am doing. No matter what is showing up, is just based on a pattern. And all I'm doing now is retraining, reprogramming, rewiring my mind to become the version of the person that I deserve to be and desire to be, to get the life that I finally love again. So you have the freedom of choice to become the version of you that you desire. And with focus and diligence and practice and practice and practice and not giving up, you will, in time, create that life that you love. And we can do this in a variety of different ways. My main way of doing this is with affirmations. I transform my life every single day through affirmations, whether that's about myself or things that I am wanting. So affirmations for me are extremely powerful, because the more we are putting these beautiful affirmations into our mind, the more we will then embody that, the more we will start to see evidence of that reflecting back to us, the more we will start to create that life that we are desiring, and becoming the version of the person of us, becoming the version of us that we are desiring. That will then change that identity. You can also use scripting, you can journal, you can do visuals, you can do sats. There are a variety of different things, but fundamentally, all of them are about getting into that feeling state. Now, when we start to do our affirmations, you may not always feel it to be true to start with. You may feel like you are lying to yourself. For example, if you feel like you have no confidence and you're starting to say, I am confident and my confidence radiates, you may feel like that's a lie. But it's with anything. The more we practice, the more we put those words into our mind, the more we will become that. It is law. The more we will feel it, the more we will see that reflected back at us. So it really is just focusing on the version of you or the story of what it is that you are wanting, whether that is with affirmations, whether that is with scripting, visualizing, sats, any other technique that makes you feel like it's working, then that's what you need to do. But like I said, my preference is affirmations. Now, what can happen, and this happens to me sometimes, is I can say a variety of affirmations over and over and over again for a few weeks, and then it feels like it's getting a bit stale. So I mix it up. So instead of saying, I am confident and I am radiating confidence, I would then say, I love knowing that I'm confident. I love that feeling that I get, and just knowing that I'm a confident person that's radiating confidence. Or you could say, I intend to be confident, or I choose to be confident, or I claim that I am confident, or I know that I am confident, or I feel confident. So you can actually start to mix up the affirmations, and you can even tell a bit of a story with them too. So if we stay with confidence, for self-concept, I am an extremely confident person, and my confidence radiates. And I love how being confident makes me feel every morning that I wake up. I just feel amazing. I feel incredible. I know that I am worthy beyond belief. I am such an amazing person. So you see, you can start kind of telling a bit of a story with it too, which I actually really enjoy doing as well. So if any time that you're doing your affirmations, you can just mix them up, make them a bit more interesting. Isn't it just wonderful that, that I'm such a confident person? I love that I am confident. I feel confident. I know I am confident. I intend to be confident. I am confident. So we can change it up in a variety of different ways. And that then, for me, and I know this does help a lot of my clients as well, it gets me back into that feeling state. So if I feel that I'm doing the work and it's getting a little bit stale, how can I keep embedding these beautiful affirmations into my mind so I can keep seeing things reflecting back at me? Because as soon as we start doing it, everything is working. We just have to keep going for our reality to kind of catch up with us, for us to see evidence of it. But everything is working. Everything is always working out for you. Everything that you are doing is always working. And the only reason why people tend to give up is because they are not seeing anything happen, and or their old thoughts are so strong, it's pulling them back and telling them that they're wasting their time. It's never going to happen. They're not that type of person. And that's when they give up. But with persistence, with rewiring the mind, Just like training with anything, any skill that you want to train in, it just takes time and it just takes practice. And the more you do it, the more you'll feel better. The more you feel better, the more you embody that feeling state. The more you embody that feeling state, the more you will start to see things reflecting back at you. So if you're really ready now to create a life that you love, whether you just want to focus on becoming the version of the person that you want to be, or whether it's focusing on love or money, whatever it is, I want you to just start by writing down a list of all the beautiful words that you would like to feel or see yourself as. Maybe set a timer if you like, 5 to 10 minutes, it's completely up to you, but just start to write this list, just words. So it could be confident, courageous, stunning, beautiful, intelligent, successful, talented, rich, wealthy, loved, lovable. Whatever it is, just start writing that list of how you want to see you. And once that time is done and you've got this list, then what I want you to do is then transform them into, or flip them into, affirmations or statements. I am, I intend, I love knowing, I love feeling. Whatever it is, whatever you feel natural, feels more natural for you. And then just choose maybe 10, 15, 20 of them. It's up to you. And that is then your go-to list. And then all you need to do is focus on them before you go to bed, when you wake up in the morning, maybe at lunchtime. And any time that negative voice appears, you want to go back to that list. You could even take out of that list like 5 go-to affirmations, like your loops. So you could take 5 of them that if that negative voice comes in and says, never going to happen, not going to be you, you're the unlucky one. No, I am extremely lucky and I'm loved and adored everywhere I go. And I'm the most confident person and everything is always working out for me because I'm a powerful manifester. Whatever it is, you could take 5 of them out of that list. And then whenever that negative thought comes in, boom, you've got them ready to loop them in your mind, because we want to stop the spiraling of the negativity, because that is what then pulls you back. And then, like I said, it's like tug of war, tug of war, tug of war, tug of war. So, and it doesn't mean not to feel your feelings, but it just means that the more we can put in the lovely, thoughtful, beautiful, empowering words that we want to be, see, or have, then the more we're going to get that reflected back at us. So this is exactly how you can create a life that you love, to become the version of you that you love, and to manifest the things that you want to manifest. You now have that awareness of knowing why people give up, or why maybe you've given up in the past. But knowing what is happening to you, that transitioning phase, is normal. Some people have it a lot easier than others. Some people do. But the more you persist in it, the more you can override those negative thoughts with these beautiful affirmations that you have created for you, the more, if persisted in, you will start to see things change and transform, and you will create that life that you love. There you go. That's it from me today. I really hope you've enjoyed that. Any questions, then obviously comment below. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will be back soon.